everybody. This is Rick from Daddy's Game Time, your show about games, movies, and pop culture, all from a daddy's perspective. I'm here today at Fanime 2016 here in the beautiful city of San Jose, and today I have the honor of speaking with...
Hi, I'm Cristina Vee.
For anybody that doesn't know who she is a talented voice actress for both anime and video games.
Yes.
And I also read that you do some singing.
I do.
How much of singing do you actually do?
Mainly a whole lot in my car, like every day. But I've done singing for video games
Oh, that's good.
and things like that.
Okay.
I also have the YouTube channel. I used to be really active on it. Not so much anymore because just reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. As far as the voice acting portion of it, right off the bat, I remember seeing your name listed on Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
I love that series, and I believe you were the little pig, hog,
Yes.
whatever, Hawk.
Hawk the pig.
I think that was one of my favorite characters from that series.
Yeah,
So
I love him.
I did not know it was you. I'm really bad with names and matching, people with their characters. But after I read that was you, I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome to get the chance of speaking with this person.
My mom always used.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This thing shut off.
I heard that one.
Yeah. One job.
One job.
That's still on, right?
Yeah,
So we're still streaming.
Yeah.
Technical
we're
difficulty.
streaming.
Yeah, we're streaming live on this one.
I should tweet.
Yeah, go for it. So technical difficulties, guys, over here on this camera. So we're just pausing for a few seconds.
Whenever you guys are ready, you
Oh.
can keep it going.
I'm just gonna tweet.
No, go ahead.
Oh, here it is. Okay, so what's your thingy?
At Daddy's Game Time.
Live interview, not love. What? Where'd you go? Okay. Interview.
I love them typos.
Twitch.tv.
Twitch. We're streaming on YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
Oh, you're on YouTube?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, sorry. Slash Daddy's Game Time. Daddy's Game Time. That could be like the spin-off. Like you guys work out together. Okay. Bye.
We good? And another series that comes to mind too is Knights of Sidonia.
Yeah.
I saw the first series. I believe there's two.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. I haven't had a chance to see the second one, but the first one, at first, I have to admit, when it started off, it was kind of different. It was kind of slow, more of a story than the actual action into it.
Yep.
But towards the end, I was like, holy crap! Like, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah, I
So
love that show.
I definitely want to see and hopefully get the chance to see the second season too. But anyways, those are the two main ones that I know off the top of my head. But I know there's a pretty big long list of other series that you've lent your voice. Is there any particular one that you found more interesting or a specific voice that you enjoy doing the most?
Right now, I'm doing a voice that I've done it before, but not for anything as mainstream. I feel there's a show called Hunter x Hunter. Have you heard of that? So I play a little boy for the first time.
Okay.
And it's on Toonami, so it gets a lot of attention.
All right.
So that's really exciting to get to do that, and he's a cool character. Also, one of my favorites will always be there's a show called Monica Magica. I love that show, and of course, being in my show that I watched when I was a kid, Sailor Moon. It's really awesome.
Yeah, I remember watching Sailor Moon way back in the day. That was actually going to be one of my next questions in regards to Sailor Moon. I believe I read that was kind of what got you into.
Yeah.
Was it voice acting or just anime in general?
Anime, but I didn't know what anime was when I was watching it. My little brother, I was maybe in 4th or 5th grade, and he was even younger than me, and he was watching it. He's like, hey, look at this. It's like, okay, that's kind of strange, because I'd never seen anything like it. Like, wow, like, those characters don't look anything like Animaniacs or whatever I was watching.
Right.
But he kept watching it, and I got hooked. And then, like, 6 years later, when I became a little more, I was
that particular stuff. Yeah, right. Because you are the voice of Sailor Moon, right?
No, I'm the voice of Sailor Mars.
Sailor Mars. I'm sorry.
So
Okay.
pretty close.
It's an M, so it's right there.
Yeah.
It's pretty close. So what shaped or what kind of led you into that path of the voice acting? Being that I believe you were from the LA area, if I'm not mistaken, Hispanic culture is big in that area and not heavy on anime and foreign type of material. I mean, to us, like you said, Animaniacs and all these other cartoons here from our side is what we were used to, if it was that we saw those cartoons. So what kind of pulled you away from that culture and brought you over to this?
That's a good question. I've always been kind of different in my family. My whole family is just, they're all pretty creative, but we've never had an actor, I don't think, ever in the family. And I don't know what it was about it. It was just something, and it felt right to me to pursue this path. And like you said, like I didn't think I'd get to go anywhere because that just didn't happen where I'm from. Where I'm from, you go to high school, maybe college, but a lot of my high school friends just, you get married, you have babies. That's the path. For some reason, like that didn't feel right to me. But yeah, it's funny. Like my parents didn't get it. Like, what's this animal? No, actually, what my mom would do is, hey, are you still watching Sailor Moons? And then when I was working in animation, like, how's your Sailor Moons going? And now that I'm in Sailor Moon, she's still like, how's your Sailor Moons going? Yeah, it's good. But they've always been really supportive with me, and I had a really great drama teacher in high school, and then I took it in college as well. And for me, I definitely, because I don't know if you noticed, but there's not a lot of Hispanic people who are voice actors. Basically, there's me and Erica Mendez, who is from Chicago, and that's pretty much it. So I feel really honored and that I get to be doing what I'm doing. One small regret, though, for me is when I was really young, when I wanted to continue posting online and pursuing my professional career, so I thought I had to change my name. So for my internet name, I used Cristina Vee.
Right.
And suddenly, and I thought, okay, Cristina Valenzuela for all my professional stuff. But as my YouTube page kind of exploded, people knew me as Cristina Vee. So even I'd walk into places that were meeting you for the first time, like, hey, you're Cristina Vee. It's like, yeah. And so I just kind of stuck. So now I'm like, it's Valenzuela. But I use both. Definitely, like when I'm auditioning, like if it's a Hispanic character, like Cristina Valenzuela reading,
Well, as you said, because it's really just between you and the other person, does that kind of open up more doors for opportunity to be the voice actor?
Voice acting is pretty much, it's colorblind. Like I play, a lot of anime, we're all playing Japanese girls, and I think it's great, and I think it should stay that way. I think that it should be the voice that matches the character best, because that's part of the beauty of voice acting is you don't have to be, 20 years old to play the female love interest. You can be 40 or 50 and still play these same roles, and it's great. It's one of the reasons why I love it. But definitely it has led to me getting cast before. I'll give you one example. I just recently recorded for this show, and the character is Italian. And the director told me, hey, you got this role because nobody else really, a white girl can't play a mean girl like a Hispanic girl can. It's more similar. So things like that have helped me get cast. And like I said, I feel really lucky because I feel like it's kind of untreaded territory. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. How about as far as what would you feel, if any, difference when you're voice acting for an anime or a cartoon as opposed to a video game? Is there any challenges, any differences, or do you find it about pretty much the same?
Anime is definitely more difficult because you have the pictures already timed. And the flaps already there. So basically, when you're recording a video game or a cartoon, because I do cartoon voiceovers too, this is all your freedom, like this. Like, this is the script, this is the character voice, and this is the range of choices you have. For anime, it's like this. Because the
So you're
Japanese
basically
already
told
did it.
you have to do it this way, and that's it.
Because, yeah, you have to match the Japanese timing. You have to, the lip flap is very big on it, and plus, for anime, they try to get the voice as close as possible to the
Right.
Japanese, because a lot of people do watch both, and if it's something completely different, it's kind of jarring.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, the freedom is much more like this, so it's more precise, but it makes the other stuff easier, to be
Right.
honest.
Right.
Not easy, but a little bit easier.
Yeah, definitely. When you watch an anime of any sorts, what do you prefer? Do you like the subbing, the English versions, or do you like the original Japanese?
Ooh.
See, me personally, I
Question.
always like watching the original with the English sub. I don't know Japanese, so I always have to read the subtitles. But I like those voices, like that emotion, that tone that they use.
Mhm. It's a different acting
Mhm.
style for sure. It depends for me.
Yeah.
For me, it's hard to watch dub sometimes because I know all those voices, and I just get caught in my head like, oh, what voices work? Like, oh, look at that acting choice, and it just kind of pulls me out of the anime, to be honest. So it's a little bit harder for me. So when I do watch anime, I do love listening to my colleagues, but if I'm watching something like at home, I will sometimes pick up the sub first, just because I don't know those people. It's easier for me to get lost in the story that way.
Okay.
But there is something to be said about like subtitles, because that is that's somebody's translation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's not always accurate too.
Yeah, that's accurate to them. That's how
Right.
they would word it. So there's something nice about just being in the language and your foreign tongue and not having that barrier. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, definitely.
I hope I can get past that one day. Just watch all those.
Yeah, exactly. Is there a favorite series, show that you're watching at the moment?
Game of Thrones. But anime-wise, I'm not watching anything at the moment because I'm watching it all day long.
I know. It's like you're bringing work back home and you just want to steer away from that. Yeah, I get that. That's pretty much all the questions that I had for you today. Did you want to throw any shout-outs to anybody?
I just want to tell you a story about Hawk.
Sure, yeah.
So my mother loves pigs. Like, she collects pigs. That's her thing. So, and when I was young, she used to say, "You're such a pig," and now I'm like, I am.
I'm proud of it.
Aren't you proud of me, Mother? I
Well, there
really
you go.
became a
See,
pig.
you gotta promote what you like, and at some point you're gonna be professional with it. So
Yeah.
stick with what you like. So what I'd like to do at this moment is like just to kind of throw out. Remember, you're watching us here at Daddy's Game Time. You can watch us streaming live right now on YouTube. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, pretty much all the social media out there. You can find us. You can also find Cristina Vee. We're going to go ahead and throw some tags and some of your sites on our videos as well.
Yeah.
For our fans, our viewers,
Yes.
if you don't mind, do you mind doing some kind of outro and possibly one of your
Sure. What voice
voices?
do you want?
Whichever you feel most comfortable with.
Okay.
Hi, it's Cristina Vee, and you're watching Daddy's Game Time.
Thank you so much.
That was awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate
Oh, that
it.
was great. That was so good. Thank you very much.
Sure. Thanks, guys. That was fun.